this is nothing against the UK. Great. I'm having a time. It's great. But you just realize the things that are different. And you're like, I'm the American right now. I'm the American and I get it. Hey guys, welcome to the official YouTube page for Calm Down with Erin and Charissa. This is where you can watch all of our ridiculous conversations and fun interviews.
We have full shows. We've got pre-games, anything and everything that you guys could want. But first, you're going to have to subscribe. Just hit subscribe right there and you're good to go.
And now you can calm down with us.
Yep. Can you tell that we're reading this off a script? We hope so. All right. We need to calm down and wrap this bad boy up. Press subscribe. Thanks for listening.
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the verdict is guilty of missing you. Oh my God. I haven't literally, you guys, this is not a joke. I haven't seen this woman's face. I haven't talked to her other than a text message in weeks.
Telegram.
Weeks. I mean, I started writing letters to you. Postcards.
John.
I've missed you so much. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Calm Down podcast. We're reunited. And it's the only thing that feels so good.
It does.
Hi.
What's going on? Hi, tell me about the bird. You look so fresh.
Oh, I've showered for the first time in 3 days here. Oh, that's not true. I shower every night. But you know what I mean? I actually dried my hair. There's a bird pecking on this skylight right before we started recording over and over. That's what woke me up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Steve the other day goes, I'm going to kill this bird. I was like, you can't kill the bird because then you're going to shoot a hole in the roof. We also can't kill animals. Okay. We're here to rescue them. But I'm like, I'm chucking this empty water bottle over and over at the skylight. If anyone has any suggestions on how to keep a bird from pecking at a skylight incessantly, it has woken us up every single morning now.
Oh, God. Are there multiple skylights in your house and so it's walking over all of them?
Sure is.
Frick.
Yep. And I don't get it. I don't know if it sees its reflection in it. I don't know what it's doing. I don't know if it thinks it's like a window and it can go through.
Did you Google
and
it?
Just running into it. No, I just like to complain about these things. I can't find a solution. I'm looking for solutions from you. Hey, forget the bird for a second. We need to start from the beginning. Oh my God. Birds of a feather flock together. And I have not seen you in months. I really love that picture behind you. Can you say where you are? I feel like we've been playing an episode of Where's Waldo?
I'm in the UK. I've been here for a week. And I am here having a great time. I'm just, we'll get to it. So I'm out here, I'm filming a game show for Fox with Ken Jeong, who is the funniest. And it's not even like, he's not even like Hangover funny or Crazy Rich Asians funny, movies he's been in, or Community. He has this laugh where he throws his head back and he starts laughing. And he apparently thinks everything I say is funny, which makes me like him even more. He's the funniest. We got to get him on this. He is the so funniest dude ever. Like, he is just a funny guy. And he makes things light because the days are long. And yeah, but this is me. Outside of the game show, this has nothing to do with this. And I'm grateful of the opportunity. And I hope it's a lot of fun for everyone. Things are hard for me to grasp in a different country. We got the adapters. Okay, I got all of these. I have all of these and they won't fit into the wall behind me. Why are we using different ones all around?
Yeah, we need a universal charger for
this one doesn't go into this one. This one doesn't go into this one. Then there's one that's you're supposed to just pack 5. I don't know.
And have you blown out one of your hair dryers yet because you have the wrong voltage? That happened to me actually recently. But wait, hold on, back up a second. Can you tell us more about this game show? Because I am so excited for you. You were born to do a lot of things, but 2 things in particular, because we need to go all the way back. The last time I saw you was in New York.
I know.
This has now been 3 weeks ago at this point.
Yeah.
That feels like 3 months ago. Yeah.
That's
3 weeks ago. Last time I saw you in New York, you were there for upfronts for Fox. I was doing stuff for Amazon. We went to a friend's house for dinner. Ended up in a rosé haze, rolling around on the ground.
You were in a rosé. Yeah. Forget the lavender haze. You were in a rosé haze.
I'll take all the colors. I was a Crayola box. We had a great time. And then fast forward to I left, you left, and then we haven't seen each other since. So you then went on to co-host the third hour, not the third hour, with Jenna and Friends on the Today Show,
Sounds
which
like years ago.
crushed. Did you have such a good time doing that? Because you were,
Amazing. She's the
gets to my
best.
point, you were born to do that. You were so good on it.
It was a really fun time. Great week in New York. Fell to shit the week later after our baby news, which I have to say really quick. Everybody that reached out, so sweet. Like, you know who made me cry the most besides you and like other friends? I'll cry right now. I just get a call and it's Jay Glazer. And I pick up and I just start crying. I'm like, hi. And he's like, I
Yeah.
love you. And I'm like, I love you too. He's so good at that. He is so good at that. It's like, go ahead.
Yeah, go. No, you go.
I just knew, like, it's not like I talk to Glaze on the phone all the time. Like, it's a quick text or it's a whatever. And then the second I saw him call, I was like, hi. And he goes, I love you. And I just said, I love you too. Like, but shit like that, we talk all the time about like our people and the people that are there for you. And like our brothers, Charissa, we're so lucky for our brothers. I mean, just, you know, it's not easy for men to reach out, but I have to say that so many men did because so many people deal with this. So, yeah, my life fell to shit after New York, after being in a rosé haze. God.
Yeah, I'm very proud of you though. And obviously, you know, this was something that, you know, you and I were texting and talking a lot about, but you, as you articulated on here, and I wish I could have been on there with you to talk about it, but you know, this platform is a safe place for you to be able to talk about. I mean, look, we've both had shitty stuff happen in our lives, and this has been a sanctuary. And so many people, Erin, I will never know what it's like to go through what you went through, but so many other people have. And for you to talk about it says a lot about your own growth in dealing with trauma. And you were open about the fact that you were like, I wasn't good about dealing with this before. And so I'm very proud of you for doing that. And it's not easy to be vulnerable about things that are of that magnitude. So I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you, because you have so many people, including myself, first and foremost, that care about you. And Jarrett, too. This isn't a one-way thing. It's not just you. It's you and your husband. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, I ended up obviously having to regroup right away and get out here and come to work. Look, it's tough. Like some days are good, some days are bad, some days are so busy you don't think about it. And then you have the times that you're in the town and you see a baby carriage. You know, it's not funny, but you get back to when you have success with having a baby and then you're brought right back to the world of like, God. Like, why is this so difficult for me? And you see a family of 4 and a family of 2 and then you remember, like, look, life is so precious. Greg Olson wrote me that in a text last week. And he's just like, it just makes you remember like what you went through to get Mac, and life is so precious. I think the one thing, you know, and it's not the one thing, just the many things that stick with me is that we kind of, you and I joked around like, oh my God, how am I going to be with a girl? Like, how am I going to be with a girl? And the one thing that like stuck with me is that like everybody says to you and I, you're such great inspirations for girls. And then that was my last girl, you know, it was like, I can't have one. But listen, I've got a son and he'll freaking crush it. And I'll be really hard on him to be amazing to girls. So yeah.
Yeah.
There's that.
Well, I love you, and I wish I could reach through here and give you a huge hug.
Oh, it'll be good. We'll get wasted and can and have a time and cry.
Erin and I have a vacation on the books, which
everything. Oh yeah,
cannot come soon enough for both of us. But I sorry if I'm using this because I probably should have just asked you this privately. But since we're talking about it, I don't know. Like I always just keep saying, like, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. It's like, okay, but what does that actually mean? What is the most No, but what is the most helpful thing, since we're talking about how you can pay it forward and how you can learn from these things? Like, what's the most helpful thing that some people have done or said? Like when you're going through something like this, is it just a text or is it like sending funny quotes? Like how is it that other people can help you? Yeah.
Because, or help anybody that's been through this, man or woman, right? And like, I I do a good job when we're joking around. We were on a text chain with one of our girlfriends and we were talking about how I just wanted to get into the car and like go work out. And then like Tears in Heaven from Eric Clapton came on and Cry Me a River. And I'm like,
Ah.
whoa. And then you and I start reciting Steel Magnolia lines. Like, I need that, you know, and I don't
Okay.
know how other people deal with like, you know, grief and stuff, but humor, I think feeling the feels. I was proud of myself and grateful for you and my other girlfriends and guy friends where I was like, I'm sad. You know, like guys like TB would write me or Kevin or our
Yeah.
bosses. And I would just, instead of saying, oh, it's okay, I was like, this is fucking brutal. And I didn't do
Good.
that last time, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anywho,
Good. Okay. Well,
but the work
I
has
want you to,
helped.
yeah, I mean, staying busy, but also not to
Yeah.
suppress it. And I'm proud of you
Yeah.
for not just being like, oh, I'm just going to move on to the next thing. It's like, well, you have to. Life, unfortunately, doesn't, you know, push pause because people are
Yeah.
going through stuff. But your
Yeah.
ability to recognize, like, hey, I need to acknowledge these feelings, but then also stay busy is important. Well, just know that you have a big community of people. I'm the, you know, the
Oh my
president of your
God.
fan club and always here for you.
Love you. But so many people, like I said, have reached out and it's like been part of it, been through it, been
Yeah.
part of that club. So yeah, no, it
And
was
just,
it was wild.
it's funny that you mentioned, not funny, Glazer.
Hysterical.
But like, you know, Glazer's so funny. Like we always joke, like, Glaze, what are we doing? But it's
Yeah.
amazing how just a phone call, when my phone got hacked and bad things were leaked,
Yeah.
he called and he said the funniest thing. I won't even repeat it. That is so inappropriate, but also
Sure.
exactly what I needed. And I just started cracking up. And it's like, hey,
Yep.
we'll get through it. So you really do realize how great your community is when bad things
Yeah.
happen. And not that you want them to happen, but at least you know like how lucky you are. Because there's a lot of people that don't have someone calling on the other line. So for anyone that's
Yeah.
going through stuff, consider us your call on the other end of the line because we are here for you no matter what you're going through. But I love you. I love you.
Love
I love
you.
Jarrett. And in an effort to take advantage of what little time I have with you here,
I
because
know.
the time change is I mean, look, hi, I'm not saying anything that we don't know. I'm having to look at the world clock thing on my phone. I'm like,
I
can I text her?
know.
What's she doing? Where's she going? So
Just
how much
always
longer
text.
are
I
you
have
over
my
there?
phone on do not disturb when I'm sleeping, and like the random time I think you were DMing me and I was DMing you, and I'm like, shit, I'll just text you back. So yeah, the good news is I don't have much time to do anything else. We are at the studio pretty much from the early morning till we leave probably about 10:30, 11 at night, crushing it. So this is the premise of the game, okay?
Yeah,
I'm
tell
so
us
excited.
everything.
There are some cast of characters. And the
Yes.
best part is Ken is all in for the comments and it's great. So it's called 99 to Beat. We start off with 100 people and they are given a series of challenges. And your biggest thing is, well, the only thing is you don't have to finish first. You don't have to be the best. You can be any age. You can be in any shape. You just can't come in last. And if you do, you are gone. I don't know if I'm allowed to say what the grand prize is, but it's good. I would play in this game if I could. Oh, yeah.
So wait, what are some of the competitions? Can you say, like, are they trivia? Are they physical? What's happening? Let's get physical.
There are competitions that you could set up at your house and you never thought about it. But this is what the joy and the beauty of reality TV is. We walk away at night from the studio thinking about the tears. I've seen 3 women tackle each other. People have cried. People have like needed a timeout because they're having like a panic attack for simple challenges that include balloons, rubber bands, finding your name on a t-shirt. But when this amount of money is on the line, people are losing it.
Savage.
That's why like reality TV is incredible. Like if you think of the whole premise of The Bachelor, these women are desperate and men for love. You feed them alcohol. You've been in the truck, right?
I have. I went to the house in Mike Fleiss, who created the show. I've known him for years through sports and stuff. And he was like, you've got to come. I was living in Malibu at the time. The mansion was in Malibu. But still is. And he's like, you got to come to one of these tapings or, you know, like a night at the mansion. I was like, oh, yeah. I'm freaking in. So their setup was like in the garage. And I'm like, they are just, I mean, you don't even, again, one cocktail. It's not even about just like pumping them full alcohol. One cocktail. And you're exactly right. Shit gets competitive. But by the way, you and I would be the same way. Like when
Oh,
you
you're
think like,
right.
oh, it's not a big deal. Like, I don't, I'm just here to maybe find love. When somebody else starts boxing you out and being like, oh no, that's my
Yeah.
man. I'd be like, no,
Oh,
bitch, that's
no.
my man. It's not even about the guy anymore. Now it's about me winning and you losing. And so shit is going down. And I was sitting there watching it and I was like, this happens every night. He's like, oh yeah. Why do you think this
Yeah.
show's been on for, 25 years or whatever it's been? I'm like, good for you. How's that
Yeah. Well,
residual check?
I did Dancing with the Stars and like, listen, it's good competition, but it is true. Like I was talking about it with my assistant the other day. She said she was watching an interview with somebody that competed on Love Island. She's like, you're away from your family. You have no way to socialize, which I have felt like, cause my friends are all asleep when I'm up, away from my family. And then like you are not on your, like, you're not eating the food you normally eat. You're not working out. You're wasted. Like you're gonna say shit and do
Say
this,
shit.
by the way, is not the show I'm doing, but this
No,
is
no,
what
no, no. Just these reality show. Right.
TV is amazing.
Amazing.
And then you have Ken, who is just providing commentary of what he's seeing. And then they wanted me to kind of set it up in sports, terms. Like you see this guy, there's a competition of like 9. I'm like, okay, this guy is the Tom Brady or the Patrick Mahomes of the group. Look, if they're having problems, he's talking them through it. I like how he's trying to get them back on the same page. And like, so-and-so of the group's over here, like showing her ass and her attitude,
fun.
not really her ass, but having like a
Yeah.
moment on the sidelines.
Yeah.
And
Revealing
I was
who
like,
she
I like
is.
this. And I was like, look at what a good leader Ronald is over here. It's just it's like, this is
Ronald
incredible.
Miller.
You're so good at your job. I'm like,
Oh,
I'm not, but
that's so fun though.
there's
Wait,
a
what?
great moment. So I saw somebody come in, and this is where like I resort back to the sidelines with this game. I saw somebody come in and she had an ice pack on her neck. And I said, oh
shit.
Look at so-and-so. She has an ice pack. And he goes, yeah, she hurt her neck. And I go, how about, and Ken's a doctor. I go, okay, doctor. I said, she's just overheated. Like she doesn't have, I said, thank God you're not doing the friggin' NFL. Can you imagine Saquon Barkley out for the year with a quad injury? Oh no, wait, he just has a shoulder sprain. Like this guy, he's great.
That's right. I always forget that he was an actual doctor. Didn't he go to Duke too? This guy
went to Duke, so smart. His
wife's the doctor too, right?
Yes, family medicine, great.
Great family practice.
He's always like Kaiser Permanente, like he's just whipping that out. But he's so funny. He got his start from Judd Apatow in Knocked Up, and he played the doctor in it. And Judd was like, I'm going to make you my project. He was doing while he was practicing stand-up comedy because he loved it so much. But then he also, was being a doctor. And then he's like, I'm just going to do this. He's incredible.
Hysterical.
He's
Wait, what
awesome.
time is it there right now?
It's almost time for dinner. It's 5:30.
As I'm drinking my coffee.
I just had another one. Why not?
So
can I tell you what they don't have in the UK? Salads. And it's not that they don't have them, but like, it's interesting to talk to people that live here. They're like, yeah, you guys are obsessed with salads. And I was like, we pretty much are when you realize you can't get them. You can get them, but it's not like they go out of kava or a sweet green or all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And this is nothing against the UK. Great. I'm having a time. It's great. But you just realize the things that are different. And you're like, I'm the asshole American right now. I'm the asshole American and I get it.
Ice. Ice is always the thing whenever whenever I go to Europe with all my travels. Ice is not a thing. Ice is like, you have to like request ice. And then when we were in Italy, Steve and I, what was it, last year, the year before? Regular coffee. It's only espresso. I'm like, can I just get a black cup of coffee? It's always
French
this intense. I'm like, what? So yeah, coffee was a big one and ice. Good luck finding any.
My little sweet PA, Ruby, and our little stage manager, Katie. I know, good name.
Yeah.
Katie, who I have named Katie Nana, and
Katie
she dies
Nana.
over that. And Ruby, who I just call Rube, never had a PB&J before. They came into my trailer, I made them, and he goes, they're like friggin' delicious. This is great. I'm like, what are you people eating? You're not having a PB&J?
What?
Yeah.
So what does your typical day look like there?
Wake up, rush to the gym to clear my head and try to look cute, and then quickly shower. Breakfast here is fire.
Wow. Okay, what do we got?
Okay. Really, really
We're
creamy eggs
somewhere.
that I love. And you can get a spinach and a mushroom situation. Delicious. So many yogurt toppings. I'm so happy. And a French press that wakes you up. So it's not all, it's not all
And fish
frustration
and
with the
chips.
adapters. Yeah. And then get right to the studio and there for about 15 hours.
My gal, I love it.
Wow.
I'm
Grinding it
so
out.
proud of you. This is great though. A game show and you, because this is the thing. So anyone that's ever seen Erin on QVC knows this is like she can, host the Today Show. She can be on the sidelines of the Super Bowl. She could do the game show. Give me a QVC moment with my gal. I'm
Ugh.
peeing my pants because it's the throwaway lines that get me that most people aren't picking up off the floor, but I
I
am.
need you guys to pay attention.
I'm crying laughing. So I feel like that's definitely going to be you on a game show. That I
We've had
hope that they
nights.
don't edit around all of them.
I know. We've had some nights where we're just sitting and we're waiting for things to be set up. And I'm just sitting with Ken and I'm wearing a very light pant. And I've had to really clench because I'm so close to peeing my pants. He just has things. Like I was asking what particular night we were going to be on, what people we were going up against. And I guess I made a comment and he's the kind of laughter that goes, like that. And so I started laughing. We had actually a fun night last night. One of our gals that's in charge of this whole production. I don't know people's titles, but I know she's a big deal. Claire. Shout out to Claire and her skin.
Claire.
She owns a little wine shop with her sister, it's called the Wine Sisters in a village. And we all went there to have a couple glasses of wine. And Ken showed up and you would have thought the prime minister or Prince William showed up. People were coming from different places to come get a picture with the guy from The Hangover.
Oh,
I
love that. He's probably so generous too. He's just like lining up like it's Mickey Mouse. Just take a picture. That's so great.
Cute. Yeah, it was great.
Oh,
Now, can
this
you
is
stop
great.
talking about me and please tell me things you've been up to?
Oh, why? This is literally the first time, you guys. I can't overstate this. I have not spoken to Erin.
The headlines. You looked great. I know you probably can't talk much about it, but you looked great. Not in the headlines, but just gallivanting across Europe. You looked fabulous.
Oh, the Bachelorette party? The Bachelorette party. I got to tell you. So you know how we talk about all the time? We're like, okay, we're like a lot of girls together. It's like, oh, or women, I should say.
Okay, good.
It's always
this is
like,
what I
okay,
want to talk about.
like this, it's a lot. Like, let's relax, ladies. We don't need all of that. I got to tell you, I went in being like, hey, my girlfriend's getting married. She wants me to come to the Bachelorette party. I'm down.
Sure.
I'm always up for a good time. But
And you are
again,
the good time on those.
Well, that's very sweet. But again, it's like, I'm just along for the ride. Okay. This guest list is like, I'm going to be in the background, just observing whatever's going on here. I got to tell you, the second I land there and I get into this incredible hotel, the Cheval
It looks
Blanc.
beautiful from the outside.
Oh my God. I thought that I had like Princess Diaries. It was like so gorgeous. And so again, I go in being like, again, a lot of women, it's a lot. Is this going to be too much? I left being like, why don't we have more girlfriends? And why don't we take trips like this? I had the greatest time. Literally, it was so much fun. We all stayed together, which is like a big deal. So it wasn't like people were in separate hotel rooms. Like we were all in the same like area together.
Oh, you were in a giant room area?
Yeah, it was like an apartment thing or whatever. So Toby Gonzalez and I were roommates, which already, what a gal. She's so much fun. But like everyone roomed up. There was a couple people that didn't stay, but like of whatever, however many girls there was, like 14. I didn't stop being girls. We're like grown women. There was like maybe a couple that didn't stay. But anyways, so much fun. The dinners, just the spectacle, the whole like paparazzi and all of that is like not something that I'm familiar with. So I was so
calm, cool, and connected. I would have been like, no pictures, please. Thank you.
Oh God, please. I don't
they
care.
were taking them of me.
Exactly. They're not taking them of me. There was one point where we were all on a boat and like the paparazzi, like for people like, you
looked so cute dancing around. I was like, that's my girl.
Well, a lot of them had to go below because it was like getting crazy with pictures. Not me. No one gives a shit that I'm there. So I said to Elena, Lauren's sister, I was like, we're staying out here and we're dancing. I was like, we are on like this amazing boat.
Yes.
The Eiffel Tower's right here. So we had so much fun. But yeah.
Oh my God.
Nights ended up with us all in matching robes and like singing karaoke. And like, it was awesome. We had such a good time. And I left there being like, I should do trips like this more often. I don't have that many girlfriends.
You
like
should
if you
get
and I
married so we could go on your bachelorette party.
Knock it off. I'll have a
I have a
bachelorette
fun
party without
a
getting
couple
married.
of invites that would come.
Here's the problem. I don't have that many girlfriends,
It doesn't
really.
matter. The ones you have, we would have a fire time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I got to say though, and again, Lauren's like an amazing host, but like there was a swag bag courtesy of Chris and Kim that I really appreciate. I was like,
Wow.
I felt bad. Toby and I were in charge of planning something. We had karaoke. Meanwhile, the other ones are
How'd
giving
that
out these
go?
like, it was so much fun. I mean, but like
Yeah.
we had karaoke and an astrologer as our thing. The other women are like giving out these like incredible gifts. And I looked at Toby, I was like, well, we're going to provide the entertainment. If nothing else, we will make sure that everyone has a good time.
Sure.
But yeah, it was very fun.
That's great. That's good.
And
And
then
then what? What else has been going on?
what else has been going on?
You went to the ranch.
I'm still here. I'm trying to maximize as much time as I possibly
I
can
know.
here because I am not here for the entire month of June, which I already have extreme
know.
guilt about. I know you feel like that with Macklin. You're like working and
Yeah.
you're like, I have mom guilt. I have mom guilt where I'm like, I'm not going to be with my animals. So I can only imagine what
Yeah.
it's like with your child. But yeah,
No.
so I'm not going to, because we're traveling. I got the Belmont Stakes. There's a horse right behind your head, girl. Belmont Stakes coming up. So I'm going to do that next weekend, which I'm excited about. You know, I love
What's
covering
the
the
vibe around the
ponies.
Belmont Stakes? Talk to me about American sports.
It's just, well, because unfortunately there's not a Triple Crown contender, which
Yeah.
always sucks. But again, it's still a Triple Crown race. There's a lot of, I'm going to do a feature on journalism. What are the horses that is this? I mean,
Yeah.
I look at my horse and Sweet Oz, I love you, but I'm like, we gotta get you going here. You're nowhere near thoroughbred status, buddy. These
Wow.
horses are so
Machines.
magnificent, machines, and that anyone that says that they're not athletes, I'm like, are you insane? Look at these horses; they're so beautiful.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of geeked out to go and like see these animals, and then I like going around the stalls. I like talking to the trainers, like getting tips. Like I'm gonna all of a sudden become like a jockey and race Oz like that around here. But so that's
good.
good. The ranch is perfect. It's like the perfect time of year where
Wait.
it's I saw a rattlesnake though yesterday. I know you would not like this.
No.
And the
I don't
only
know
thing
anyone that likes those.
Eric Shanks. We actually went back and forth
Good.
on our rattlesnake because there's three kinds of snakes that you see out here: a gardener
Okay.
snake, a gopher snake, and a rattlesnake. Don't kill the gardener or the gopher snakes. You want them because the
Okay.
gopher snakes will go after the gophers. Gardener snakes are harmless. Rattlesnakes, ugh, like because they can kill you. If
Yeah.
I came up, I went to go like hose down Larry the pig because it's starting to get a little hot. This was last summer. The
Hose down
snake,
Larry the pig. I'm peeing my
Yeah.
pants with Ken Jeong, and you're hosing down Larry the pig.
I mean, look at us. We're
And
in
then you're on
different
boat
kinds of
with
zoos.
paparazzi in Paris.
Yeah, not for me.
Just a
But I went
simple
to-
gal.
Just a simple gal. Stars are just like us. The rattlesnake was coiled up, like it was like this, and the head was up. And I
Holy
went to open the gate and I just looked down and I was like, like, because then they're in striking mode. Like that thing could have just went pah, and killed me. I'm also in the middle of nowhere. So if that thing bites me, I'm fucked. Like
That's like White
I'm
Lotus.
dead.
Yeah.
I'm dead. Yeah, exactly. So you have to like you have to be airlifted. It's a whole thing. So when I saw one yesterday, I was like, slowly back away. And I just let it go. I was like, because it was kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I was feeding, I have another dog I haven't talked to you about.
Oh my God.
Sweet neighbor who lives on like a different property, a couple like miles away. She passed away really suddenly. And before she passed away, she told me like, if I'm not going to come back and can you be Lollipop's mom? I mean, talk about crying. So
What kind of dog?
Another Great Pyrenees, those big white ones. There's a
Oh my
reason that there's like a
God.
ton of them up here is because they're ranch dogs and they protect your chickens and all the other stuff. Anyways, but this dog doesn't want to come with me because it like lives there. So every time I go down there, it's like timid. It won't let me pet it, whatever. So I'm just slowly but surely like
Yeah, be
reminding it. I'm like,
careful.
I'm your mother. But yeah, that was where the rattlesnake was. Oh, so scary. I'm just out here. You're out in London. I'm out on the ranch. Different kinds of problems and situations present themselves, but here we are.
I love
so
that.
happy to see you. I really
Oh
miss
my
you.
God, I know. I really miss you. I miss our group. I miss everything. Hey,
It's just
speaking
like-
of this, and I think
What?
there's so many things in my 15-hour day I was just thinking about with this. I know we were texting about it. shout out to our girl, Taylor Swift, for getting her music back.
Absolutely.
There's so many, I was thinking about it, and I know we quickly texted about it, but I was thinking about it more and more. And like, look, we don't know the inside story about like what it was like for her trying to recreate the music. Obviously, I've heard about it, but when you think about the message that you never want her to go through that and what the battle that was, but the message that sent out to women, like, don't give up, go after what's yours. Like, if you know what I mean? I just really like was thinking about that so much last night when that news hit about she didn't give up. She showed people like, I will get it back.
Mm-hmm.
It has a way of working itself out. I just think that's so powerful. And at the time when it was all happening, I wonder if she even thought that was what was the message that was out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I this is not the same, but all I could think about in that moment of like, how would I feel if something that was mine was taken away from me without the opportunity to even have it, was going through a divorce. And when someone tries to take things that are not theirs, and legally you have to hand it over, or you have to do things or give money, and you're like, it's not yours. It's not yours.
Yeah, I worked so hard for this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I worked for
that's
this.
kind of what she went through, was a divorce from her manager. And then, she lost what was hers. It's such a powerful message about her sticking with it.
To get that back, I'm like, I would feel the same way. And especially, I can't imagine too, like, mine was a monetary situation, but like when you think about this with music, like that's your heart and soul and blood, and that's your experiences. And then for somebody else to just own that is so like, it feels like, I don't know, probably feels like you've been robbed, right? Or a number of different feelings in terms of like, something personal to you, and now somebody else gets to say it's theirs. But we anyone that knows us knows how much we love and care about that gal. So happy for her that she has that back.
I'm so happy for her.
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.